kabababa pa lamang pong DepEd memo, no, regarding po ito sa overtime pay for teachers o yung rationalization of teachers workload in public schools and payment of teaching overload, o ito po yung DepEd Order number 5 series of 2024, no, kabababa lang po niyan ngayong araw, April 29, 2024. Ayan, so may good news tayo na mababayaran na po yung mga teachers na sumusobra po sa kanilang actual teaching load, no, o yung ating teaching hours. Ayan, so ito po yung buong detalye niyan. Ayan po yung DepEd Order number 5 series of 2024. Ayan, pinalabas po yan ngayong April 29, 2024. Ito po yung buong buong title, no? Rationalization of teachers workload in public schools and payment of teaching overload. Ito po yung pinaka-memo niyan. Hindi ko na po yan babasahin, no, para hindi tayo magtagal. Focus lang po tayo dun sa mga pinakamahalagang part. Ayan, katulad nito, nakalagay dyan, the teachers shall render 8 hours of service per day, of which 6 hours shall be devoted to actual classroom teaching. O, ayan, so maliwanag po dyan. Actually, yan naman ay ginagawa talaga natin, no, na yung 6 hours ay actual teaching load, then yung 2 hours, yan na po yung devoted sa, ayan, yung letter B, nakalagay dyan, the remaining 2 hours shall be allotted for work incidental to the normal teaching duties, which may be spent within or outside the school premises. Ayan, so ginagawa naman natin yan, no? So meron tayong choice, no? Especially sa amin, no? Sa amin, ginagawa naman namin to, no? Pwede mong gawin yung remaining 2 hours, gagawa ka ng mga instruction materials, at ano-ano pa. So pwedeng gawin mo yan sa labas ng school, or sa bahay, or kung saan mo gusto, saan ka convenient. Okay? Ayan, so punta tayo dito sa guidelines and procedures. Ayan, nakalagay dyan, streamlining teaching workload. A public school teacher shall render 8 hours of work per day, of which 6 hours shall be devoted to actual classroom teaching and 2 hours shall be allocated for teacher ancillary tasks, which may be spent within or outside school premises. Ayan, nabanggit natin yan kanina. No teacher shall be required to submit documentary evidence or accomplishment reports on how the 2 hours of ancillary tasks are spent outside school premise. Ayan, maliwanag po ito mga kamestro. So clear po yan. Sana po yan ay natutupad sa inyong kanya-kanya mga schools. Ano? Maliwanag po dyan na yung 2 hours na ancillary services ay, or ancillary task, ay hindi na kailangan pa mag-submit ng documentary evidence or yung mga report pa kung anong report pa yan mga kamestro, no? So wala na po yan. Okay? Ayan, in a week, a teacher must be able to render 30 hours of actual classroom teaching and 10 hours of teacher ancillary tasks. Bakit 30 hours? Kasi nga, 6 hours a day. So, 6 times 5, so 30. And then yung ancillary task naman natin is 2 hours per day. So, meron tayong 10 hours in a week. So, for a total of 40 hours. Alright? Yan, next po, yan, yung pinakamahalaga, no? Administration of compensation and benefits. So, payment of teaching overload. Ayan. So, teaching overload shall be compensated through teaching overload pay. The school head shall prepare a record of teachers who rendered services beyond 6 hours aggregated on a weekly basis. So, weekly po yung, yung pagko-consolidate ng ating teaching overload. Ayan. Payment of teaching overload shall be made on a quarterly basis subject to the extent of allotment for the purpose. In the event of insufficiency of funds, teaching overload teaching overload hours shall be converted to earned BSC provided under existing DepEd policy. Ayan, yung alam ko yung BSC, yung vacation service credit yan mga tayong gagawa natin ng bukod na video yan, no? So kung mangyayari lang naman to kapag walang fund, no? Kapag walang fund yung schools ninyo, so pwede po siyang i-convert sa service credit yung teaching overload natin. Okay? Ayan, ito pa isa sa pinakamahalaga din, no? Ayan, teaching overload refers to the actual teaching or actual classroom teaching in excess of the prescribed 6 hours of actual classroom teaching in a day. The teacher or the teaching overload shall not exceed 2 hours a day or 10 hours a week. Okay? So yan, so madali lang naman tatandaan na sumobra ka na, no, sa 6 hours na teaching load mo, so considered na yon as teaching overload, no. Ayan, so syempre hindi kasama dyan yung 2 hours for the ancillary services. So bali 8 hours pa rin dapat ang makukonsume natin. So pag nag-exceed tayo ng 8 hours, kasama na yan yung 2 hours na for ancillary service na pwede nating i-spend sa labas ng school. So bale ang mangyari diyan 10 hours, no, yung magiging ano natin, 10 hours yung ating magiging maximum na pagtatrabaho sa school. Okay, so maximum of 2 hours lang, no, 2 hours yung ating overtime, no, hindi tayo pwedeng umabot ng 3 hours. Okay, kasi nga in a week, so kailangan maximum lang na pwede nating na overtime is 10 hours kasi 2 hours a day ang maximum. Okay? Siyempre, kung hindi ka naman umabot ng 2 hours, siguro pwede naman 1 hour a day. Pwede yan, wala naman problema doon. Okay? Basta ang pinag-uusapan dyan, maximum of 2 hours a day ang ating teaching overload. And 10 hours a week naman. Okay? Yan, ito yung pinakamahalaga sa lahat, teaching overload pay. So, magkano nga ba talagang ating pwedeng matanggap pag tayo ay nag-avail nitong ating teaching overload? Alright? So nakalagay dyan, teaching overload pay refers to the additional compensation of public school teachers who render actual classroom teaching beyond the required 30 hours a week. Ayan, the compensation shall be at least 25% of the teacher's regular remuneration. Yung pinakamahalaga dyan, no? 25% of the teacher's regular remuneration. So ibig sabihin, kung magkano yung sinusweldo mo in a day, so 25% nun ang magiging compensation mo in your teaching overload pay. Ayan. So, yung computation yan, hindi natin trabaho yan, ano, mga kamestro. So, bahala na po dyan ang in charge sa personnel kung paano ba nila i-compute yan. Basta ito yung pinaka-guide dyan or pinaka-basihan natin is 25% of the teacher's regular remuneration. Okay? So, yan po yung tungkol dito sa teaching overload pay, kung magkano nga ba talaga ang ating matatanggap. Okay? So, yan po yung kabuuan. No? Hindi ko sinamarize ko na lang po yan kasi nga medyo mahaba yung memo. So, ang binanggit ko lang dyan is yung mga mahalagang part, no? Mahalagang part lamang. So, good luck po sa atin, no? Sana, kasi marami akong mga nababasa doon sa mga comment, no? Upon posting this memo, marami akong mga nababasa na hindi naman daw nasusunod, yung mga 6 hours teaching load na yan. So, hopefully with this DepEd memo or DepEd order number 5, no? Series of 2024, ay talagang mai-apply po ito para sa lahat, no? Hindi lang po para sa ilan. So, sana lahat po ng mga in charge dyan, no? Sana lahat po ay ma-implement para naman maging fair sa lahat at para maging masaya ang lahat, no? Para maging, para kumbaga sana worth it naman yung ating pag-overtime kung tayo man ay nagkatrabaho ng sobra sa oras, no? So, mabibigyan naman ng tamang compensation yon. So, yun lang naman po ang pinagdarasal natin dyan, no? Na sana po itong DepEd order number 5 series of 2024 na ito ay may apply hindi lamang po para sa ilan, kundi para sa lahat yan. Para sa buong Pilipinas, para po yan sa lahat ng mga Filipino teachers, especially mga Filipino public school teachers.